Let's talk about the projection, reflection, and mirroring behaviors. You projector, I projector, we all projector. We all do it. Happy Sunday on this non-Sunday day. Sunday. It's Happy Shade Day. Happy Father's Day. Let's talk about projection. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about projection. So you got a lot of people that are grown. They're in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, and they're grown on the outside, right? But on the inside, they're carrying the pain of a 10-year-old, and that's how they're operating in life. That is the personality that they have. They have the personality of a 10-year-old. The personality as in abandoned, unloved, misunderstood. And instead of healing that within them, they project it out. Not everybody knows how to heal. Like, I didn't know how to heal. I don't know. I wanted to change. That's all I did know. Like, I wanted to change how I reacted to certain people or certain situations. So I guess it all starts with you, or it starts with coming across videos like this to bring awareness to you and maybe how you operate in life. But for me, I never went to school for psychology or anything like that. I just knew that I wanted better for myself. I knew that in relationships, confrontations with family, or with my kid's father, he would point out certain things that, were evident. My family would point out the same thing, and I was like, let me think about this. How can I react differently? So for me, I started on this journey of self-healing because they brought awareness to me. And, so I do understand that not everybody is even aware that something is wrong with them. Most likely why I'm going through a divorce right now, because I tried to bring some of this up in my marriage, and my husband, ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband, was very offended when I brought it up. And I tried to bring it up in the most loving way ever, right? To have conversation, to sit down. But every time I would go to sit down, he would project something out at me and then flip it and be like, but what about you? How about this blase blah thing that I don't like about you? And we would never address what was actually heavy on my heart. And it went to the point where we were just silent. We didn't talk to each other because every time I would want to talk about something, he felt attacked. And what I know now is he was just protecting his heart. He was protecting his ego. He was protecting himself because of some past trauma, probably stemming from his childhood. I know about his childhood because when we met, we had this trauma bond, and we bonded deeply. Like, we had so many similarities in our life that it was freaky bizarre. When you're dating somebody that is not emotionally intelligent, that is wounded, hurt, operating at the mentality of a child, a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old, an 18-year-old, they do things like confuse kindness with manipulation. They see joy and they think it must be fake. They think everybody is out to hurt them, out to take from them, out to harm them. They feel like everybody has an agenda. They treat softness like a threat, because somewhere along the way, vulnerability became dangerous to them, right? They're not vulnerable. They will not be vulnerable. And if you catch them vulnerable, they'll almost make you regret it. Almost make you regret it. Bitterness is not a flex. Bitterness is not a strength, okay? It's just pain stuck on repeat. You're in the poop loop. Like my friend Glitch would say, what you resist persists. It's just gonna keep persisting. You could be in your 40s, 50s, and 60s and still react like a child that's never been comforted. That is not judgment. That's just truth. But growth only happens when we stop blaming the mirror for what it reflects, okay? I am your mirror. I am reflecting something back to you. So if you are being triggered right now, you see something within me that you need to fix within you, and I'm just reflecting it back to you. But unhealed people feel attacked when it happens. When you have awareness, you'll probably make videos like me. Or, when you have awareness of this, all jokes aside, when you have awareness of this, it does allow you to sit back and reflect on yourself quite a bit. And the only reason why I know this is because, and I always mention his name, Nicky Scorpio. I took his class. I watched his video. He's got a lot of videos for free, you guys. He's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I took his class, met a bunch of cool people, but he opened up something within my psyche, something within my realm that was like, whoa. And then I just started the healing thing. I started doing some of his little exercises. And then, of course, I've stumbled across Aaron Doughty, Carl Jung, Ram Dass. There's just so many people that were very interesting that came on my path along the way. And I did a lot of their exercises, working on myself. I spend quite a bit of time alone. And then when I come out of being alone, come out of that hermit phase, and I actually people again, and then I get hurt, and then I have to process because I'm like, damn, what is going on? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And the human side of me does have a reaction, and I'm like, I have that emotional release and all that, but there's also a side of me, the awareness side, that sits back and says, Gabby, what is it that needs to be healed within you so you don't keep attracting that? And then I have to sit back and sit on that for a moment and really think about it. Actually, these people that hurt me are blessings in disguise. They're really not. Once you have this awareness, these people are not out here to purposely hurt you, right? Change your perspective. They're not out here to hurt you. They're helping you heal, for you to elevate, to be a better fucking person, so that you can align with the person that you want to align with, that's good for your most highest good, so that you can continue the journey in the vibration of love and joy. I know that sounds really fucking corny, but hey. So if you're in a relationship with somebody like I was married to somebody that just had a lot of unhealed traumas that they were willing to work on. And I'm not embarrassed for talking about my life, okay? I just want to throw that out there because some people are like, but you talk so much about your life. Yeah, I do, because it's educational. So you're not sensitive for wanting peace, right? And you're just not interested in living inside someone else's loop of pain anymore. Like me, I was not interested in living inside my ex-husband's loop of pain anymore. Our trauma bond was fucking broken. I am not the abused Gabby that I was years ago. I am not all the labels that I gave myself. I rised above that shit because I set standards and boundaries for myself. Started to work on my value. I started to learn to love myself, respect myself, see myself, create safe space for myself. And there's nothing wrong with that. So with that being said, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, and lots of healing energy. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are amazing. You are goddess. You are God. You are fractals of source. Happy Sunday.